I am a big fan of fried rice. This is the second fried rice video that we put on the uh, Thrifty Cooking Solutions Thrift Culture Now YouTube channel. And the reason is I think it's a fantastically nutrient dense meal. And so for the purposes of teaching you a number of different ways, I'm showing you another version, if you will, of fried rice using a nonstick pan. Again, like in my previous fried rice video, you start with the egg, extraordinarily high temperature. In a nonstick pan, you want to even go higher. You want to be sure this thing is hot because nonstick pans are very thin, typically, compared to cast iron, so they will cool down quickly. If you have the pan hot, if it's up to X number of degrees, and you pour into it a cold mixture of eggs, it's going to cool that pan down. So you have to be sure that your pan is extremely hot. Next, after the eggs come out, I put in my bacon. Then I put in my green onion, but it's just the whites of the green onion. It's the bottom of the green onion. I'm going to saute that together. This is a little bit different than my previous fried rice video where I used regular onion. Mix it together, caramelize it a little bit. Now this is some sliced garlic, actually sliced ginger and sliced garlic. We'll saute that also, get some color on it, get some flavor marrying with the other flavors. And next I have some carrot brunoise. If you're not sure how to make brunoise, then I have a video that you'll be able to find on Thrifty Cooking, Thrift Culture Now's YouTube channel, and you'll see a slower and more detailed demonstration of how to produce brunoise, which is just a tiny dice. It's a 1/8 inch dice, which will cook very quickly. Here we have the tops of our green onions. Basically, the tops and the bottoms are very different. One grows underground, one grows above ground. Therefore, they're completely different animals. They're completely different plants, if you will. It's the same plant, but two different parts, like comparing an arm with a leg. So, the top, this green that I'm slicing right now, it cooks very quickly. It's a green vegetable. So it will wilt and it will turn brown under heat very easily. The white, which we cooked earlier, is much more hardy. It will hold up to higher temperatures for a longer time. For hand position, for cooking, pay very close attention to the left hand movement. Run that knife along those knuckles as he is here. So sauteing the carrots and the onions, ginger and the garlic, and the bacon, of course, just until the carrots are soft, not super soft, al dente, so they just have a little bit of firmness to them, but you can bite into them. It's not a raw piece of carrot. Here's our rice. This is actually a Japanese rice, but it's cooled down and it's dried out a little bit. For fried rice, you want to have as dry a rice as you possibly can. Ideally, you cook it and then you cool it down on a cookie sheet so there's a thin layer of rice and the air gets to more of the surface area of the rice. It actually dries it out more. That's going to be easier to produce great fried rice with. I'm putting my egg in straight away and I am going to beat this egg into the rice best I can. Incorporate it fully. I don't want any single piece of egg to be bigger than 1 square centimeter. And at the same time, the way I'm working my spoon here, I'm breaking up all of the bunches of rice. If there's any chunks of rice that are stuck together, I'm breaking them up the best I can. I want to, they say to produce great fried rice, you want to have each and every grain of rice coated in a little bit of oil. If you can visualize that, you can see you'll understand better what I'm doing here right now. Just working the spoon. And here is some soy sauce, just a tiny bit to season it. And the temperature, again, I'll recap, and you'll get this also if you watch my previous fried rice video. The temperature is full, 100% of the time, full heat. You just have to work it fast, basically. Fried rice is a quick-handed dish. You don't want to lose track of it. It's not something that you make and walk away, go watch some television. You actually pay attention to it from start to finish, or you'll have difficulties in producing a perfect dish. Notice how I'm working it with the spoon and tossing it about. I want to, as I said, coat every grain of rice with a little bit of oil. And then I allow it to sit so that the bottom layer really cooks hard, adding a bit more soy sauce just to season it to taste. That's obviously to your preference. Tossing it more. The drier the better, really. As long as each rice or each grain of rice has a nice flavor to it, and all of your garnish is incorporated fully throughout, you'll have a beautiful product like this. Serve it in a bowl as a side dish, or even eat it as a main course. It's fantastic. Here I'm serving it with a Japanese meatball dish. To see how this meatball is produced, I have a video on my Thrift Culture Now Thrifty Cooking Solutions. Enjoy.